Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Okay. Hello. Um, I'm just checking to see if my internet will let me stream today. I don't know if it will. Let's see. We're dropping frames like nuts. Every second or so, it drops off a cliff here. It looks like. I don't know what's going on with my internet lately. Is it a Twitch problem? Am I even connected to a Twitch server? Um, is it okay? Is it a fine viewing experience? Um, yeah, my bitrate's all over the place. It might stabilize or so, maybe. I don't know. Is it okay? Like, maybe? I don't know. Twitch inspectors tell me I'm not connected to a server at all. Twitch is telling me everything's great. You're totally fine. Might just be buffering every few seconds. I don't know. Don't know, guys. Even my stream preview on my stream manager here on my Twitch dashboard, it doesn't look too great. It's on auto. Oh boy. Oh yeah, my internet does not seem to be doing too hot right now. Okay. I don't know. It's weird. Do we try and stream tonight? Do we try it? We lost 46% of our frames here. Yeah, internet just seems to be kind of unstable. I'll have to look into it tonight. I don't know what's going on. Sorry guys, I don't know. Twitch says everything's great. I'm not even connected to a Twitch server right now. Recurring coding issues. I don't know, guys. Is it more stable now? I don't. No one's here to tell me if it's even enjoyable to watch. But on my own stream preview, I was set to auto. I don't know. Do we give it a shot? I don't know if the VOD will be any fun to watch. OBS is telling me my kilobytes, or whatever they're called, it's stable in the green for like 3 seconds, then it falls off a cliff down to 0 for a second, then climbs back up, then crashes again after 3 seconds. I don't know what's going on. Or drop of frames though. I don't know. Does it? Oh, and ads just went off. Okay. Average frame rate is 39 FPS. Well, it's a good thing I'm not playing Doom or anything tonight. Okay. At least it's not sitting at 0 kilobits per second. I don't know. Do we give it a rest and try again tomorrow? Because I didn't do this last night. We only lost what? It was like 300 something frames last night. With 0 unstable events. Seems to be stable, but OBS dropping off a cliff. Yeah, I just don't know if you can watch the stream in 1080 tonight. So Oh boy. Mm. Okay. Mm. Is it fine? I don't know. I don't know if you just won't be able to watch in 1080. Because it my stream summer keeps buffering every few seconds on 1080. Do we just do we do it? Do we stream? My bit rate's all over the place. It looks like it. I mean, it seems to be stable for now. For now, it does. Will we give it a shot? Because I really want to stream. Oh boy. Mm. All right. Well. Like there's only been two quote unquote unstable events. That was earlier in stream. Okay. Well. I don't know. I just want to end stream and figure out what's going on. I feel like I might be getting throttled. I don't know. It doesn't even look like the stream is connected to a Twitch server today. Alright. It's just tough for that. We'll see what happens. Let me know if stream gets real rough or whatever. I don't know if anyone's here. I guess we'll just go for it. We'll see what happens later tonight, I guess. Maybe I just need to start streaming earlier in the day. I don't know. Okay. Well, this one. The main stream hasn't just straight up died yet, so I suppose that's a improvement. I didn't change my mic out of binaural mode. Sorry if audio was weird too. We got a bunch of stuff on our phone here. Espresso. Not many chocolate drinks so far. Excuse me. Right. Stories. I'm so excited for this secret project. You'll see. I'm currently hooked on this mecha tactic game. The mechanic is very interesting and inspiring. Because Mr. Lloyd Fayweather, M. Lloyd Fayweather, are you available like this Sunday? I feel like this is finally my right time in my career to either write a book or challenge a professional boxer. So, oh, isn't that like a boxer guy? So I was in a vegan restaurant and a woman said that she knew me, which is weird because I've never met herbivore. Ha ha, George. Took me a second. Okay. Evening Whispers. Do we actually get to read the The devil says to me, the price of my kiss is your eternity. The devil has the warmest smiles. She taunts me with her fingertips of ember, of ashes burning in something I too will remember. Too will remember. I still am spending my eternity, aimless, in concrete jungle through history fruitless, hazy in dead people's memory useless, an endless life wasting as nobody. A vampire has the coldest lips, not for me, not if I wanted to. The devil has the brightest eyes, sweet as angels convincing themselves to be holy. I am still clinging to my entirety. I wonder if we stay alive. I wonder why we stay alive. The desire to keep going, the desperate longing to be someone. Someday. Promise you'll never leave me. I strike a match to burn my lips. I will be the death of you. The devil has the sweetest lies. Your free trial will start tomorrow. Thank you for subscribing to our Fiction Plan free trial. You'll have an active subscription to your Fiction Plan and will start receiving your daily short stories tomorrow. Hope you enjoy the content we provide. If Capella ever falls. I didn't know about this. This is cool. That star is called Capella, the little goat of Aguria, the charioteer. She looks up to where I pointed, her neckline a constellation of its own. If the little goat falls off, do you think we'll get a wish? She asks between yawns. Well, I don't think that's how falling stars work, but maybe? I wonder if I bore her at times like this, laid on my balcony, The two of us and the stars. I still don't know much about her. It's scary to get to know someone new, an entirely new sky to discover, where all the celestial objects are yet to form a sign. Where's the brightest star of her night? What constellation does she display proudly in her north sky? What object does she hide between the dark clouds? Is there a place for me in her nights? When I ask that, I know I'm avoiding the real question. Is there a place for her in my nights? I still don't know if I actually am in love with her, or if she's just a slightly above average looking girl who happens to fit my ideal style. A cute girl who's not afraid of wearing her own aesthetic. An unironic, slightly gothic, dark academia girl. Exactly my type. I'm still figuring out if I want to show her my own night, to reserve one spot by the northern space for her to shine. I'm ready to love. Am I ready to love, or was I just lonely and she happened to be there, the empty space beside me? What does she think of me? Do we actually match each other well, or is this just what Tinder says? There's still so much I don't know about her, and it's scary to think about. Does she like Murakami too? What would she think of me if she knew my playlist is mostly emo songs? How badly was she hurt by her ex-lovers? When does she think we will end? I shiver thinking about it. I hope it's the night's gentle breeze and not my anxiety. She puts her head on my shoulder, signaling me to hold her closer. Maybe it's the night breeze after all, or perhaps she knows how scared I am to try and let her in. Perhaps she has shown me her galaxies in bits and pieces of her everything. And bits of her everything. In her goodnight texts with those little Japanese smile emoji. The way she speaks to me, the way she puts her head on my chest, as if she trusts me already. Maybe while I'm sitting here, scared of loving her, she already has a constellation named after me. I look up to where Auguria shines. Her breath feels warm on my chest. I hope I have enough time to learn everything there is to know about her, so one day I'll know every little thing about her until her sky map is etched into my heart. And if Capella ever falls, I hope that maybe I can use my one wish to replace Capella with a star named after her, and have her stay there, in the margin of my starry night. Ah, okay. Price of happiness. That's what love is. The cashier rang me $13 for 2 packs of cigarettes. I chose from behind the counter. It should be enough to keep me sane for 4 days if I carefully smoke 10 sticks per day. I lit one as soon as I left the convenience store. 9 cigarettes left for today. I checked my phone as I walked to the cafe I usually do my writing at. Spotify just charged me its monthly fee, $10. Seeing that my last wrapped was 80,000 minutes and more, it was a tenner well spent. I closed the Spotify notification along with some email notifications about the permanent jobs I was hoping to get. All polite rejections. Freelance for a little bit more, so it seemed. I stubbed out my cigarette in the trash can by the cafe's door before brushing the ashes that managed to claim some spots on my discounted flannel shirt. The cafe was completely empty, except for the clearly uni students struggling over their assignments. People with proper jobs don't work in the cafe, after all. They worked in tall buildings with ID cards and fancy suits. The kind of people who had their lives figured out, with every expense planned well into their 80s. I sat in the smoking area. A cup of $2 iced coffee stood tall beside my laptop. Droplets of condensation playfully racing each other to the table. Some droplets stayed on the brim of the cups, as if planning their way down, finding the smoothest path possible. I cheered for those droplets figuring out their track, not knowing what lies at the bottom of the plastic cup, not knowing if they can ever make it there, either. And so I began typing. I had to cover this economic research paper by some Nobel Prize winner, about the amount of money you need to make per year to achieve optimal living conditions. It's $75,000 per year, by the way. That number, for an immigrant who just started chasing the American dream, like me, was sky high. I do pay a fortune for my beat-up apartment. The monthly cost for the subway alone is above $100. If I count my yearly expenses, as responsible adults should. They should reach about that amount, if not more. I wondered if that meant I was living optimally. I mean, I sure as hell was not. But I wondered. Maybe the price of happiness is different for each person. Maybe those Nobel winners didn't count the price of addiction, or depression, or other words society categorized as mental health conditions. Have they accounted for the price of antidepressants and sleeping pills in that 75 grand? That is the cost for some people to be able to sleep and function. I was damn sure I wasn't included in that number. Maybe people born with more scars on their bodies have to pay more to be happy. To think that happy is such... I don't know why I just didn't use this so far. And to think that happy is such a sadly abstract unit of measure. How do you even measure happiness in numbers? In the amount of possessions that one has in their bedroom, the number of children you have, and how their upbringing is facilitated by the digits on your bank account, and how many times you smiled in a day. If the last one is how you measure happiness, do fake smiles count? See, too many variables, and I had to present all this bullshit in a 700 words or less article. 700 words or less article that'd be rewarded with $100 if it got enough clicks. It still hasn't and probably never will. So do you think this number is the right price for your happiness? Let us know in the comment section. I ended my article on that cheerful note, ignoring the irony of the question itself. Just like I ignored my 5th cigarette slowly burning down the ashtray. Another wasted payment to cover the price of happiness. 5 cigarettes left for the day. That was pretty good. I like that one. Where's the love? I often find it scary how he seems to always know what I want. Late this morning, he took the rest of the leftover coffee in the pot to the kitchen and added some cold milk, ice, and caramel syrup to it before bringing it back to the small table we were working at. Here. 1 cup of morning coffee, and yet you still look tired, ma'am. I couldn't figure out if it was the perfect amount of syrup he added or the little smile he wore that made the now iced caramel latte so delicious. With him, it's always a bit of both. Thank you, my good sir. Just what I in this report needed. One of my favorite things with him has been when we are jokingly polite to each other. Wait. I don't know. I can't read. Then again, anything we do together is always a favorite of mine. We came back to our Saturday workload and as the day went by. You know, if he weren't at my flat, I'd probably have spent the day just hanging out on the couch and watching Netflix. Having your boyfriend cuddle you in silence as we each do our homework really boosts your performance, I can tell you. Often I wish I could just bring him to the office to replace my stiff office chair. Wonder what my boss Jolene would say. She'd probably be mad, but I could argue that he really brings out the best in me. It would make me less cranky at the job. The increase in work performance has to be worth it. I was still forming the right argument for my theoretical debate with Jolene when he closed his laptop with a long yawn and sounded like satisfaction. Done already? Lucky. Well, I'm not stopping every 5 minutes to daydream, so... He played with my hair as he spoke. I could feel his fingers untangling my morning knots, lock by lock. You don't have a boyfriend messing with your hair while you're working, so of course you're done already. Should I leave then? You know I eventually have to go home. No, stay till lunch. As you wish then, milady. He continued stroking my hair gently, sometimes attempting to braid it, before giving up and letting it come undone again. I held back the urge to turn around and just kiss him hard. Damn that report. Maybe having him at the office would be a bad idea. You win, Jolene. We stayed as we were till lunchtime. You know, it's one of those moments where an I love you from him would make the moment perfect. Yet we just sat there without a word. The thing is, he never says those words first. I can't understand why. He's a published poet, and yet somehow he doesn't understand the importance of those 3 damned words all girls want to hear. If it weren't for that, he'd be perfect. I know I'm nitpicking here, but still. It would be nice to hear it from time to time. So, lunch? He let go of his embrace so he could face me. My nose was still buried in my laptop, drowning in numbers and dull sheets. Okay, but let's order in. I'm still not finished. Pizza it is, then. I'm pretty sure you still have some coupons left. Spot on, both about the food choice and the coupons. Again, it's almost scary when someone really knows you inside out. I'd freak out if it was anyone else, but it's fine when it's him. Because, I love him. He stood up and grabbed the phone he had left at the kitchen counter to place the order. Pineapple? He shouted from the kitchen. Of course, what am I, a monster? I could hear him chuckle in the kitchen, followed by the sound of a drawer opening. The exact drawer where I keep all the food coupons. All of me is like second nature to it. You know what? Maybe it's fine if he doesn't say I love you all that much. His readers might read his love poems and swoon over the moon because of his words. But I know it's me he's writing about. I know it's me whom he loves. It's me he understands like no one does. After all, he knows where the caramel syrup and the pizza coupons are. I know where the love is. Okay, that was cool. And their phones have two of the internet symbols. And the Wi-Fi symbol. Holy crap, they got like 10G. Okay. Let me just check. The stream's still dying every 3 seconds. Let's see. Okay. It just seems like the bitrate's all over the place, but there hasn't been an unstable event for a while, so I'll keep going. Okay. Well, it seems like we're at a ginger. Ah. Mr. Hyde, welcome. Hello, Ketchup. It's nice to see you again. How are you? Ah, well, I'm just here. How about you? You seem a little preoccupied. Right, sorry about that. I just learned to write a ginger. Oh? I made a mistake on the weekly order sheet. And the remaining roots I have are no longer fit for consumption. Tut tut. Sounds like a rookie mistake, Ketchup. I know, I'm ashamed. Our storage system is having problems because of recent power surges. Alas, I'll stock up at the farmer's market tomorrow. Sounds like a plan. You're really busy as usual, I see. Yes, well, nothing wrong with a slow day or two from time to time. Although it's been quite a week, if I may say so myself. Oh? Well, I'm listening. Pardon? You're weak. Tell me all about it. Oh. I'm not even sure where to start. Try anywhere. After all, there's no way for me to correct an unheard story, am I right? Right. Well, the most notable problem recently would be the severe thunderstorms. Sometimes they cause our powers to short out, which messes with the machines. So in case it happens again, my apologies. I see. Warning duly noted. There's also been this ongoing car vandalism in the neighborhood. Apparently there's a serial deflator of tires on the loose. Officer Georgie was the one who informed me about it. We also got a lot of new customers, and I think that's about it. Sounds eventful, even if not terribly riveting. I just heard the bell. Did you guys hear the bell? But there were no footsteps. Now, regarding the car vandalism you spoke about. Well, I drove here. To what extent should I be concerned about it? I wish I could inform you with confidence. Unfortunately, I don't know much about it, so I can answer that. I was just standing at the door. There's nothing to worry about. Your car's gonna be fine. Officer Georgie, welcome. Hey, catch up. I managed to track and narrow down the vandal's strike zone, you see. Because the culprit seems to have a favorite spot. Really? Yep, and it's nowhere near here. Miss Rihanna told me her car was affected as well, by the way. That's so. If she comes back, can you ask her where she parked? Will do. Appreciate it. Anyway, my investigation's still ongoing, but I'd say this area is pretty safe. So you can relax. I see. Anyway, good evening, y'all. Sorry about blocking the entryway earlier. I was finishing off my last cigarette. Oh, that makes sense. Because it's time to start a new one. Do you mind? Not at all. Mr. Hyde, meet Officer Georgie. Yeah, they never met, did they? Maybe not. I don't think so. He's in charge of the night patrols around here. Cheers. Officer Georgie, meet Mr. Hyde, our occasional guest from Los Angeles. A friend of Mr. Gala. Ah, the big hospital guy? Then I guess I've seen you around a bunch. In Los Angeles. Delano? Not for much longer, though. Oh? I'm in the process of finalizing my move back here with my modeling agency. That's wonderful news. You lived here before? Mm-hmm. For about 40 years. When did you move to LA then? Around 20 years ago. Right. Huh. Let's just say I'm nowhere near as young as I look. Oh. Models. Vampires. Gotcha. Yeah. Then, as a native Seattleite, I may be the first to welcome you back. We got smog and dour skies, but at least our coffee is second to none. Right, Ketchup? I'll let you be the judge of that. Thanks for the warm welcome. Then, have we moved in already, or not yet? Preparations still need to be made at the property I've chosen. I wouldn't even think of packing until it's halfway done. Makes sense? That being said, I'll be here to oversee the construction for a while. If you ever need help, let me know. I can't do much myself, but I can find a few guys who can. Although it won't be necessary, I appreciate the gesture. It's funny. What is? Quite frankly, the police force and I had something of a contentious relationship in the past. Uh-oh. Was it a slap on the wrist and let's call it a date type of thing? Or the catch you, catch me kind? All I can say is, live long enough, you'll try everything. Those are bygone years, of course. Are you sure? So, does anyone want something to drink? Of course, naturally. After you. Well, a public servant should put the citizens first. Hi, Evie Boo. And thank you. The stream seems to be going okay so far. My bitrate's all over the place, so I'm sorry if it buffers a lot. I don't know what to do about it. But how are you, dear? How's my stream? It's good so far. You're okay? That's good. I hope it's good so far. Uh, it seems to be more stable than a couple nights ago when it just didn't even want to do anything. So, so far so good. Hopefully, I think you're the first one here. I'm glad you're doing okay though. How idealistic. But I insist. After all, I'm still considering my options. Well then, in that case. Well, what will it be, officer? Just give me something nice, Ketchup. Are you alright? Not that great, honestly. What happened? Never mind that for now. I got a question for you. Did you by any chance see a lighter lying around? Oh. Yes, I did. I have it with me. Whew, that's a relief. I'm good. I don't know how bad the stream delay is, though. I'm doing alright. Sorry, I just bumped my table. I ate not too long ago. Look, I guess it's a couple of hours ago now. And you take this very, very seriously. Okay. I'll need that lighter back. Okay. Okay. I mean it. I need it back. Or the streak of bad luck won't end. Pardon? Just talking to myself. Okay, yeah, I understand. Appreciate it. Would you like anything in the drink? Just black coffee for me, please, but lightly sweetened. Black coffee. But lightly sweetened. Jingle beans? I don't know if that's what he wants. Is that black coffee, but slightly sweetened? What's this? Oh, someone's apartment key. Finally, hello, old friend. Thanks, Ketchup. I suppose I owe you an explanation. I told you before, right? My lighter's my lucky charm. When it goes missing, my luck gets really dicey. Almost got hit by a falling fan at work. Broke the missus's favorite mug. Nearly swerved my car into the sidewalk because a black cat jumped into my lane. A black cat, not even a raccoon. I swear I'm not making this up. If that wasn't a sign, I don't know what is. And, well, daughter's still mad at me, too. Anyway, glad to have this back. Thanks for keeping it safe for me, Ketchup. You're very welcome. Here's your drink, officer. Cheers. Are you sure this is my order? Is it not? I've never seen or smelled sweet coffee like this. You're right, I've made a mistake. I'm sorry. Would you like me to remake your drink for you? Never mind, it's fine. I just can't be bothered. I'll just drink whatever this is. I tried to make it slightly sweet. Okay. Can I load the save? I don't know, what do you want? Milk? Yeah, I'll do it. we're gonna speed through this here. Oh wait, we can just forward. Or not. Okay. Almost there. Okay. I don't know if I have to click the whole time. Really sweet. Milk? What's this? Lightly sweetened espresso or black coffee? Well, I went through all this trouble. Let me Google it. Is it honey? It might be honey. Not. Did I do? I felt what? Okay. Coffee, coffee, honey. Let's try that. Sweet coffee. There we go. Proceed. Finally. Hello, old friend. Thanks, Ketchup. I suppose I owe you an explanation. I told you. Okay, right. Anyway, glad to have this back. Thanks for keeping it safe for me, Ketchup. You're very welcome. Use your sweet coffee to sweeten your evening, officer. Cheers, Ketchup. Okay. Because I said slightly sweetened, and cinnamon didn't sweeten as much as honey did. Oh well. Glad to hear that. Ready to make your order? Not quite. Do you have any suggestions? Ah. We have a couple new teas if you're interested. Oh. They're butterfly pea and hibiscus flowers. Hibiscus, huh? Not an ingredient that's easily palatable when used in a hot beverage. Perfect. Make me something with it. Are you sure? We are missing some ingredients tonight. Do you have any specifics in mind? I'll let you choose for me. Just make it red and who knows. Maybe it can be my new blood wine. Blood wine? Or is it blood wine? I don't know. It's a fake blood cocktail I used to get here. Back when it was still a bar. Ah, I see. Make me a bold red drink. I'd like to see what you can come up with. Okay, well, we don't have any drinks with hibiscus, do we? With the sweetheart. Once a bold? So maybe lemon and bold red drink. We don't have ginger tonight. Hibiscus, lemon, and milk? That can't be. That can't be good, right? Maybe it can't be. Let's see. Hibiscus, lemon, and honey. I don't know if that's a bold. Hibiscus and 2 lemons. Gets it kind of far. And gets the cool really high. Let's try this. Lemon hibiscus. Is that red? It looks more purple to me. Let's see. Hibiscus. Two hibiscus and a mint. The cool is all the way high. Right, token reductions. Minted then. Mint, lemon, hibiscus. Okay, we'll try this. Here you go, sir. Something red. Honestly, I'm not entirely confident, but this is the best I can do tonight. Looks peculiar enough. I got an achievement for that. I don't know if that's good. How is it? It's tart. Astringent. Do you like it? You tell me. I was looking forward to it. Okay. Oh, okay, fine. I should have saved. Gotta look up what he wants. Look. Come on. Excuse me. Okay, come on. Alright, what was it? Sweet coffee. Coffee, coffee. Okay. Wait. Where's the lighter? I don't have the lighter anymore. Oh. It's so confused. Okay. Thanks, ketchup. As opposed to... Okay. Biscuits, huh? Perfect, Mickey's. A bold red drink. What does bold even mean? Let's see. Like explained on accident. Okay, so we can't even make him the right drink. And we're apparently supposed to give him the key card. So... Hibiscus tea? If we go with... Okay, make him the sweetheart. Yeah, let's try making him this. Well, it's not really red though. Yeah, it's not really red. 2 hibiscus and a honey. Let's try that. Honey hibiscus. That's pretty red. Oh, we're supposed to give him the key card. Someone's apartment key, maybe. Okay. Let's see. Oh, maybe that's why I got the failed messenger achievement, because I didn't give it to him. That's Golos, isn't it? The apartment key? I see. So we lost it here. In fact, he called me this morning asking if I was in the city. I didn't tell him I was in Seattle, though, so the call was a surprise. Why did he call, you ask? Well, simply because I have his spare key. I'll take this off you and bring it to him then. Oh, sure to be. Alright, thank you. There you go, sir. Something red. So this is a drink you thought I might like. Honestly, I'm not entirely confident, but it's the best I can do tonight. Looks peculiar enough. How was... It's tart. Stringent. Is it tart? I thought I didn't make it bitter. Do you like it? You tell me. Ah, and I was looking forward to it. I'm sorry it wasn't what you expected. Well, you did what I asked, so no need for apologies. Next time, could you try making something that doesn't taste like hay juice? I need some boldness. Something that can leave a mark in me. There's only one hibiscus drink that I have enjoyed. Curious to see if you can come close. I'll try my best next time. Welcome. So if I didn't Google, I'd just be retrying over and over again. Hey, kid. There. Damn. Oh. Oh, dang. Hello, Ketchup. Pops, nice to see you again. What's up? What's going on? What's going on with you? Me? Oh, well, nothing. Nothing much. You know what? Let me move over there. There we go. Sorry about earlier. I was preoccupied. No problem. Is everything alright? Yeah, of course. I'm always alright. Always. Because I'm a very lucky dude. Speaking of luck, did the lady ever come back? Miss Fiona? Yeah, she did. Really? Did you manage to give her my stuff? I did. I gave her your written contact info. Okay, cool. She didn't throw it away, did she? As far as I know. I don't think so. Great! You trying to reach the soprano lass? That's right, Pops. I still feel uneasy about how that day went. So I just want to apologize to her or something, you know? Okay. So I guess I just have to wait for her to contact me, huh? I think so, yeah. But if she doesn't contact me, what should I do? Then that's that. That's her choice. You're so right, Pops. I didn't think you were someone who'd have trouble reaching out to people like this. I know, right? It is what it is. Okay then, I'll wait. Any hoodle, it's nice to see you again, Pops. Likewise, kid. Hello to you too, sir? Hyde. It's Hyde. Wait, so you're really that Hyde? The supermodel Hyde? A big shot, eh? Heh. Oh man, oh boy. I never thought I'd randomly see you in a place like this. No offense to you, Ketchup. Well, I follow your socials, man. Big fan. I especially love the Timeless series you did for Boundless. That's an old one. Boundless? It was a lifestyle magazine, no longer in print. Because everything is online these days. What was this series about? It was a photo series I modeled for. A bit of an avant-garde shoot. They were originally set to be displayed in a time travel themed showcase. Alas, the exhibition fell through. So they were rethemed to put in a magazine instead. Yeah, those were awesome. I liked how the series showed peak fashion through the times. Yet the designs were so contemporary. Timeless, even. Pun intended. I'd love to see that. Wait, let me show you a couple of pics from it. Hyde looks great there, colorless or not. Oh wow. You looked amazing, Mr. Hyde. Still do. Of course! It was so cool, it inspired me to find my own style too. I'm partial to the 80s inspired look myself. Really? I can't tell. It's just my jacket collection. Glad it helped. I did enjoy experiencing some of those times again, even if only in garment form. Even if I was left with a melancholy feeling, but I digress. Would you like to order anything? Oh, yeah, of course. Oh, by the way, is pure matcha supposed to make you feel woozy? Pardon? I tried drinking some before lunch a couple days ago. I felt a tad nauseous. Did you have breakfast? Nope. It's really strong tea, so it still shouldn't be consumed without on an empty stomach. Ah, that was the main takeaway from our conversation, wasn't it? Duly noted. Thanks. Then, can I get a pumpkin latte? Uh, sorry, we don't have that here. Oh, for real? You know you don't need a pumpkin to make it, right? Oh, well, I've heard that before. Yep, but I have an open mind. I just don't want anything plain tonight. How about making me something based off of a pumpkin latte with what you have? A pumpkin latte based on what I have? I don't even know what's in a pumpkin latte. Okay. I know there's cinnamon. So is it coffee, milk, cinnamon? Let's see. I was right. Okay. I'm so smart. Totally. I'm great. Okay. Cinnamon latte. Okay. Oh, sorry if you heard that. It's cracking my neck. Let's see. What do we do? Just the heart? Heck yeah. Done. Cinnamon latte, warm and sweet, just for you. Sounds good. Good call on the cinnamon. It is the star spice of the salt. It is the star spice of the fall season, after all. Oh yeah, you're right. Like pumpkin lattes. The warmth cheers me right up. Thanks, ketchup. Don't mention it. So, bad review. Why did I get an achievement for a bad review? I don't know what that means. So what's the matter? Huh? Why do you need cheering up, kid? Oh, about that. Just the usual work stuff. A few disagreements here and there, you know. Any working team will eventually have them once or twice, right? Right. What do you do? I'm a vlogger slash influencer. I review a lot of lifestyle things like fashion, places, food, etc. on social media. Sometimes I do skits and such on my channels too. And pranks also? No, Pops. No way. Real talk though, I actually hate pranks. I didn't say it before, but I hate them. A lot. Is that so? I just think they're the lowest form of entertainment. Just cheap thrills at the expense of others. Right. But yeah, getting off topic here, sorry. So you're essentially the creator and the host of your show. What does your team do? My team helps me edit, secure sponsors, and massively boost the production quality. They're great, and I owe them lots. Do you think you're doing well? Yeah, I mean, I think so. We get by pretty well. I currently reside in LA. For real? I did too before I moved here. Why did you move? I moved? Or why I moved? Haha. I mean, because I hated it there? Not to crap on where you live, sir. I just think LA is not for me. No offense taken. But you hate it there. It's a long and stupid story. Trust me, you don't want to hear it. Anyway. Sorry for the tangent. You were saying? I've been noticing an influx of newcomers there. They're loud, young, and brazen. Just like you. Yeah? The fact that you're able to make something of yourself out of such mundane nonsense. I'd say you're doing pretty well. So what's the issue? Well, I've talked about my channel situation here before, right? Yeah, you said your views were dwindling. Calling it dwindling might be a bit of overkill, but yeah. That's why my team and I are trying to figure out what to do. Trying to keep the show fresh, you know. Truthfully though, I've been wanting to change the show's direction for a while now. I even promised myself last year. Once I got a certain number of viewers, I was just gonna do it. Sorry. I got like a fight or flight response because I thought I heard the Discord call song. But it's just like one note in this BGM song that's playing. And oh my goodness. Okay, was? Well, I've always wanted to do a talent showcase segment, you know? So I could help elevate others like me. Others like you? Yeah. Like the soprano lady from before. Like those dwarf actors and actresses in TV shows. We all actually kind of have something in common. Do you know what it is? Like it. Think about satyrs, for example. Catch up when you hear about us. What's the first thing that comes to your mind? Don't think too hard now. Just say anything off the top of your head. What about you, Pops? Sir? Probably partying, recklessness, alcoholism, or a joke, right? Is that what you think? Nope. But it's what most of society thinks. In the same way society views Lady Riona as bad luck personified. All just because she happens to be a banshee. Besides, society is awful at judging people. The immediate trust they have for those who have money compared to those who had to start from zero. You know what I mean? I get it, you know? Etiquette, social cues, and awareness, that sort of thing. What nurtures you when growing up reflects these things. That's what most people like to assume anyways. And I get it. Nobody has any time to learn about everybody. So we go by impressions. Keep yawning. But as someone who started from zero and now, the difference in how people treat me is so damn stark. So damn stark it doesn't feel at all that great, you know? Of course. So yeah, I wanted to carve a space in my work. A place where I could give exposure to those who might not get it otherwise. And once again, I ask you, what is the issue? My team thinks my segment idea is too risky. Don't fix what's not broken, they said. They just want to improve. They just want me to improve what I've been doing. And do you agree? I mean, they're not wrong. The risk is real. After all, I'm not responsible only for myself. I got a whole team depending on me now. That's why I'm trying to find a compromise. At least until we become so big. That any slight changes won't affect us as much. Will the world wait for you? Wait for you, though, I wonder? Huh? Will the world wait for you to be ready? Have you ever asked yourself that? You see, making choices is always a matter of priority. As you grow, your stake increases, along with your responsibilities. As such, your excuses will continue to pile up. But, given the pace at which you're going right now, I see your idealistic dream is unlikely to be realized. However, if it's enough for you to just have good intentions, well, that's another story. Well, a little blunt, aren't we? Am I wrong, though? It is a perspective. You know, one of many. I admit, I don't know much about the entertainment biz. But you've gotten this far, boy. Because all along, you've been motivated by that specific goal in mind. Ain't that right? Yeah. That's why I wouldn't dismiss his intent so easily. Well, you're probably just a bit lost right now. You think I should have been gentler then? Nah, I needed the whipping. Those words were hard to swallow, but I needed to hear them. Are you okay? Uh-huh. There's a lot I need to think about, so I should go. Nice seeing you, Pops. Thanks for your advice, sir. Catch up, thank you too. Hang in there. Yeah, y'all. Yeah, y'all too. See you around. Well, I've stayed too long already. I better go do my work now. Don't want to get my pay docked, you see. Nice meeting you, Hyde. We'll see each other more often soon, I'm sure. Hopefully nothing work-related. Have a good night, officer. You too, Ketchup. Be safe out there, officer. Will do. Until next time. I suppose I should leave as well. I'll be back before long, though. Please do. Is there something wrong? Looks like the officer forgot his lighter again. No! Exudes an interesting feel. Why'd he drop it again? Hi, Chimkin. Hello. Good to see you. And I didn't realize it, but 5,000 bits is $50 or something like that. That's nuts. You didn't have to give me that much. Oh, but thank you, Chimkin. It's good to see you. Hope you've been well. Hope you had an alright Monday. Thank you. I have Macy's throne gifts are all here now. So I need to take a picture later. But I have them both. Monday was average. Yeah, mine probably was too. It is a Monday after all, right? But it's good to see you. I hope stream is an okay viewing experience because my bitrate seems to be all over the place tonight. I don't know why. It just is. It was fine yesterday. It seems to be better than a couple nights ago when it just wouldn't even let me stream. But, yeah. I don't know. It seems to be fine. I'm just glad I'm not playing like a super intense game tonight because the frames are all over the place. I might try streaming at like noon or maybe a little earlier. I don't know. But we'll see. It seems to be okay. I just don't know if you can watch it 1080p tonight because my stream summary kept buffering at 1080. Oh, what a curse. It looks good for you? Okay. Thank goodness. Because my bitrate is all over the place, so I'm glad it's not awful. Oh no, you're right. I'll keep it for him, thank you. Alright then. Have a good evening yourself, Ketchup. Safe trip out there, Mr. Hyde. Georgie forgot his lighter again. It's too bad. Black magic. Sweet, cool, and magically wakes you up. Sunday, September 24th, 2023. Inumimi and werewolves may share common ancestry, archaeologists say. Lionfish invasion decrease. A successful trial? Countries to block foreign entry amidst unknown livestock bacterial infection. Oops. Is there new stories today? Yes, there is. Strawberry hair. Aurelia Amat. Put my heart on your charm bracelet. Wear it on your sleeve. So anytime, anywhere, you can always count on my heartbeat. Unlock my phone with your fingertips. Leave your fingertips on mine. Hit the power off button. Keep me away from the world. Just the two of us. Remind me to press the enter key twice. To put some space in my poem. So you can have enough room to dance between my words. We don't need a grand ballroom for our chests to collide. You said my kitchen is big enough to let Beethoven fill the room with Fur-Elise, the melody he composed for Lady Therese, so Therese can play his feelings simply but still prettily. Like your nightgown fluttering as we spin, like your upside-down frown as we let our touching skin. Speak of our innocence. You can't keep your glass slippers to yourself. You can keep your glass slippers to yourself. There's no need for a fairy godmother in our story. You don't have to leave after 12. We'll dance barefoot on my kitchen tiles, or on the grass of your childhood park if you want to. Like Ed Sheeran, our own perfect. We'll catch our breaths on the park bench when you're too tired. Rest your head on my lap, run my fingers through your hair. Let them pick that strawberry scent. Then down to your blushing cheek to paint your nickname, Strawberry Hair. But only if you let me do all that. If you don't, I'd settle with your strawberry taste in my memory. I'll keep it in my breast pocket, so if you ever leave, I know which jacket I should stop wearing. So strawberry can still taste like a sweet thing for me. But let's not think about either of us leaving, shall we? Whatever will happen. Right now, you are my strawberry taste, my one and only race, where my ego doesn't mind losing. Right now, you are forever my safe place. You can have my promise that I will always be your safe place. I did say that to many girls before, so it's an empty shack. But you can try to reside there, and if you like it, you can stay. You already got the key anyway, even before I gave it to you. If you like it, if you like me, ask me to make it your retirement home. If you do, I'll build you a pier, so you can rest your ship ashore, with a lighthouse, so I can light your way, in case you want to set sail again. That being said, Strawberry Hair, I'm hoping you've had enough sails already, and are finally ready to settle in. That was cute. Oh, can we look at our stories here? Bad traffic at Yale Street. Avoid. I could really use a good cup of tea right now. Like how to make your timeline more fun. Oh, I have tons to think about every day. It's sometimes scary how many things come into factors as you make a decision. It shouldn't be that hard, right? Something from the drawer. Did I misplace it? Looks like bad weather again tonight. Let's hope it doesn't bring bad tidings. The fidget spinner's gone. Who took the fidget spinner? That was it, right? That wasn't the alien guy because we still have his ID. I don't know. I think it's a very nice color scheme. I think it's lacking something. It's too dainty. Dainty? What would you like then? Red, black, and purple? That wouldn't be the worst. Okay then, why not? But you have to commit to it. No take backs this time. Bay or bye. I don't know. Maybe. Let's take a break from the topic. I only have time for a quick drink before I go back to work. It's not like we're gonna decide now anyway. Maybe that's the problem. How are we supposed to plan this wedding if we keep postponing every choice we need to make? Hey Ketchup, what do you think? Pale green, lilac and daffodil yellow, or red, black, and purple? But I don't put ketchup on the spot. No, it's quite alright. It's just that I wouldn't know. This is your wedding. Your options matter, not mine. Or your opinions matter. Trouble is, we don't know what our opinions are. When we think we do, we change our mind. It's like the centerpieces. Oh please, can we not talk about that now? I really thought we agreed on the cute cottage court ones. The ones you spotted on Tomodachi. I mean, they were your pick in the first place. They were, but they were also too expensive. We have to be realistic. But weddings in general are expensive. Especially when you want to have 200 guests. That's a low blow. I can't just disinvite my extended family. Keyword is extended. Do you even know half these people? That's not the issue. If I invite one of them, I have to invite them all. It's like a domino effect. Besides, they'll be paying for part of the wedding. I still don't think they should. I can pull my weight. If we have to choose, I'd rather we have the beautiful things you like. Even if it means we have fewer guests. Well, if my family's not chipping in, we might not be able to afford either. Thanks for the vote of confidence. I don't want our wedding to just be a random meal with a bunch of people we're not even that close to. And I still want to make sure we can afford a dream wedding. We're not trying, and I want you to... Saved by the bell. That's work. I really can't linger. I think I'll have that drink now, Ketchup. Of course, what can I get you? Something that will keep me awake. I still have work to do and my head hurts. So I guess strong coffee would be good. With a nice spicy kick, please. Any preference on the spicy kick? No, any strong coffee with strong spice. Let's see. Cinnamon latte. Jingle beans. Coffee, ginger. That's a spice. Or the one in the loading screen had mint. I don't know if that's spice though. Is mint spice? Let's try ginger. I said any coffee. Tuber. Alright, let's try this. And it's a hit to book for the lady. Oh, an oldie goodie. Perfect. I can feel myself relaxing already. What? You're weird. That thing doesn't smell relaxing to me at all. You're weird. I guess we're both weird. That we are. What's height? My lovely weirdo. My perfect misfit. This is so much better. It really is. Have I mentioned I love your smile? Never enough. Disgusting. I'm gonna need something real spicy to wash this down. And I'd love to serve it to you, Hyde. If Bailey doesn't want to order, that is. Sorry, didn't hear you come in. Yeah, I know. You were too busy doing whatever you were doing. Hey, Hyde. Go ahead, get yourself a drink. I can wait. I'll stick here for a while anyway, until Luba properly gets off to work. Alright then. Did you hear me, Ketchup? Spicy is the name of the game. Any preference on the spice or the base? Nope, just make sure it's got a spicy kick or something, then double it. Alright, so I think we want the hibiscus ginger. The Zobo. That's definitely blood red. I filled up for a challenge, so try this. If you don't like hibiscus in this, you never will. Let's see if you cracked the hide code. Well, this is kind of troublesome, Ketchup. You know me a little too well. Ah, so I take it works for you? This is a perfectly executed Zobo, if I ever tasted one. Glad to see you've made good use of your ginger resupply. So you knew I couldn't get it right last time. Heh. Forgive an old man his old man jokes. Anyhow, this is the only acceptable way to drink hibiscus. I used to have a friend in Lagos who would make Zobos every time I visited. She lived near the harbor. We would sit down and drink it and watch the boats float by. That sounds lovely. She was a good friend. She isn't anymore? Yeah. We've got a vampire's lifespan. Friends come and go. That's sad. You get used to it. Isn't this where you say something about enjoying each moment even more? Or grief being the price you pay for love? I'm afraid it's a lot more mundane than that. Some things you forget, and for others you just get better at moving on. Anyway, speaking of enjoying the moment, your family troubles have sorted themselves out, yes? Still in the marriage track? Yeah, we are. We definitely are. Not getting too bored? Not really. Turns out planning a wedding is, well, suitably entertaining. That's one way of putting it. Can't wait to be at the marriage stage of it, to be honest. Could you sound any less enthusiastic? Hey! Here they go again. Good to see that some things don't change. It's such a dramatic backdrop, too. You should start serving popcorn, Ketchup. I'd be more enthusiastic if we didn't fight about it every single time. No, I'm not engaging with this right now. I've got to go to work anyway. Right. I'm gonna have a drink. Bye, Ketchup. Bye, Hyde. See ya. Ugh. What can I make you, Mr. Bailey's? I think something warm, sweet, and comforting, please. A hot chocolate, perhaps? Yes, chocolate with honey and milk could work. Chocolate with honey and milk. Chocobee Miracle. That's cute. There we go. A Chocobee Miracle for you. Perfect. This feels so good, Ketchup. It means a lot that you're always looking out for all of us. On a miserable night like this, it's heartwarming. But of course, you're our valued customers. Hope Lua didn't get too soaked. Eh. You do care a lot about her. Of course I do. then why all the fighting? You tell me. This wedding is bringing out the worst in us. As we sorted out the situation with my family, I mean, since you cut them off? Yeah, since I stopped talking to their judgmental faces. Lou and I haven't fought about anything. Till now. Every time we try to organize this thing, it's like we become different people. Let me ask you something. Go ahead. What do you want from this wedding? How do you mean? It's not complicated. I'm just asking you what you want. If you close your eyes and picture the day, what do you see? Honestly, I have no clue. I know Lua is there, but that's about it. That's not a bad start, in truth. But if you don't have specific expectations, why don't you just let her do what she wants? You make it sound so easy. I want her to have what she wants. That's exactly what I've been trying to achieve. I've been picking up on everything she's liking in Tomodachi. Every wedding picture she's pinning online, all the places she finds cool, all the fashion designers she follows. She deserves to have all that, to have a special day. But every time I make a suggestion, she won't hear of it. She says it's too much, too expensive, too this, too that. Is it? Too much, too expensive? That's not the point. I don't want her to have a shabby wedding, just because I'm estranged from my family. I want her to have what she wants, what she deserves. A proper princess wedding. You're a remarkably presumptuous young man. Mr. Hyde? No, that's alright. I know Hyde helped Lua back in the day. If he's got something to say, I want to hear it. Good, because I was going to say it whether you like it or not. You're sitting here, going on about everything Lua should want. As if you could know what's in someone else's heart. Even if you do. Even when you love someone. No, especially when you love someone. You should never presume to know what they need. Lua is the only one who can tell what Lua wants. But that's exactly the problem. When I ask her, she always says she doesn't know. I give her time to figure it out. It's not going to help if you pressure her. With a thousand suggestions a minute. If you try to force her into some sort of princess wedding, just to make you feel good about yourself. What if we take so long that we reach old age, and we're still not married? If you reach old age and you're still together, married or not, I think that counts as a win. And since we're talking about taking some time, you should also use that time to figure out what you want. Otherwise, the best you'll get is a wedding based on your skewed idea of what Lua's wedding should be. That sounds pretty sad to me. It does. It sounds pretty sad. Well, that wasn't pleasant to hear. Really. But it also wasn't wrong. Give her time to figure out what I... Give her time and figure out what I want, huh? Sounds so simple. Should have thought about that before, I guess. You're not bad at this tough love thing, are you, Hyde? Hey. Perhaps I should consider a career in couples counseling. That doesn't sound nearly as much fun as modeling. Doesn't it? Modeling gets old after a while. I thought you were having a good time in LA. I was. Until I wasn't. I'm moving to Seattle, in fact. I kept my contract with the agency just in case. But there aren't many modeling jobs to be had here. Really? What are you gonna do then? Go back to my Mafia dwarf buddies, of course. Come on, I'm obviously kidding. Are you? Whew. I wouldn't go back to them. I'd go back to being chased by them. Besides, I checked in on them, and everyone I used to find entertaining has retired now. Meanwhile, their grandkids manage the whole enterprise. Like it's some sort of startup. Are we seriously talking about the Mafia right now? That's for me to know, and for you to wonder about. Mr. Hyde likes to play a little. Heh, guilty as charged. I can't help it. When I see an earnest face, I have to tease it. I'll take that as a compliment. But also, what's wrong with managing things like a startup? That sounds like a pretty efficient approach, right? You young people. Impatient in business like you're impatient in love. Efficiency isn't everything. I have all the time in the world, and I don't care if things are done fast. I want them done right. Maybe you should go into slow fashion. Or fine arts. If you paint with oils, that'll take some proper time. Fine arts were the first thing I got good at a few centuries ago, but my style isn't trendy nowadays. Too much chiaroscuro lighting, and putting blue in skin tones isn't novel anymore. If you're insinuating that you're Rembrandt, shh! If my mafia buddies find out, I'll be in trouble. You're always joking around, Hyde. But for all that, you don't sugarcoat your advice, and you're a pretty great listener. I hope we also have people who listen to you. I'm moving here to be closer to them. What was that? Nothing. I believe your phone's ringing. Ah, it's Lua. She's done with work for the day. Finally! In a hurry to leave here, Mr. Baileys? Heh, no, not at all. But I am looking forward to going home. And keeping bickering? No, I don't think so. I had epiphany just now. Must be something in the drink. I'm going to leave the topic alone for a little while. Good elf. Enjoy your night, then. I think I will. Thanks, Hyde. And thanks, Ketchup. Of course. Have a good night, Mr. Baileys. Mr. Hyde, what was that about the Mafia and modeling and fine arts? Are you generally considering a career change? If I'm considering right now, all I'm considering right now is whether my car got nicked. I know old man Georgie said this area is safe, and it's a bit of a pile of junk, but it's a pile of junk with sentimental value. I sense a story. It's quite a story indeed, but I'll make it short, because it's getting pretty late. I got this car many moons ago, back when Gala was my bodyguard. I had been stuck in Seattle for a while, working day in and day out. At some point, I decided that I need a proper break. But, you know Gala, he's a bit of a stickler for the rules. There was no way he could have a night out in the middle of a big job, not on his watch. So you slipped his watch? Aha, you know me well, Ketchup. Some friends and I, we decided to get together. I was to provide the ride, they provided the entertainment. I did the usual thing. I waited until Gala was sound asleep, then I left a pile of pillows under the duvet, hide-shaped, and I snuck out of the hotel room. There's only one problem. Gala was my chauffeur as well. He had your car keys. He had my car keys. And I wasn't about to poke the bear wolf. So I went to the nearest dealership and I got the cheapest car I could find. I only intended to keep it for the night, you see. I'll spare you the details, but my friends and I, we drove to a lovely spot with a view. For the sort of action which, I admit, might appear ambiguous from the outside, but to me, was very enjoyable indeed. We were right on the thick of it, when suddenly, we hear a tap on the window. Let me guess, that was Gala? The wolf himself. He peers inside. Then he starts banging on the door so hard the whole car is shaking. We all just kind of freeze, and then he says, "How dare you kidnap Mr. Hyde?" Opens the door and tosses my dates outside. Mr. Hyde, You're not winding me up, are you? Oh, ketchup, I wish. Sorry, it still sends me into a fit just to think about it. The princess carried me out of the car, if you can believe that. That's a conscientious bodyguard if I ever heard one. However you say that word. Right? Truly earning his yearly bonus. I didn't even have a chance to explain the situation. At least not until he removed my gag. It all looked like he was angry, but in reality he was mortified. If not as mortified as my dates, whom I had to pick out of the grass. Poor Gala. This ketchup. I see where your allegiance lies. Personally, I say, poor me. I never saw those lovely friends again after that fiasco. But I couldn't be angry at Gala, even then. In fact, I found his chivalry rather charming. He didn't seem to find my antics quite as charming, though. He had woken up, hadn't found me, and was already suspecting the worst. And that was before he discovered me in a strange car in the middle of nowhere, in a compromising position. I think he was truly terrified on my account, so he stopped talking to me for a few weeks. That doesn't sound unfair. Heh, I suppose it wasn't. He also wouldn't give me my car keys back. I got stuck with this old thing you can see outside. And the worst of it is, if you can believe it, I decided as a grand gesture to chauffeur him around in it. He stopped sulking really quickly after that. I suspect he wasn't a huge fan of my driving. Anyhow, I decided to keep the car in the end for whatever reason. My car collection has had some serious turnover, but this one isn't going anywhere. I must have replaced everything inside it a dozen times over, and it's very banged up, but I guess I've grown fond of it by now. We're both a little stuck in time, this car and I. You're rather more sentimental than I thought, Mr. Hyde. Sentimental, hmm? That's what you took away from that story. I suppose you're right. Good thing it's only us here. I can plausibly deny this conversation ever took place. Still, the rain has stopped and this is my cue to go. Before I lose all my remaining cred. I hope the car is safe and sound. So do I. And ketchup? Yes? No, nothing. Have a good night. Good night, Mr. Hyde. We haven't seen Gala in a while. It's been at least 2 days. And a safe journey. Cough syrup. A cure for a sore throat. Monday, September 25th, 2023. Let's see. The rise and fall of Weirdstein box offices. A brief history. Sold out. Replica astronaut suits experience an extreme increase in sales. First wave of visa applications to Europe rejected for failure to include passport signatures. I hope the power hiccups didn't affect this machine too much. Excuse me, this is a very slow start. Let's see. What's our next story here? Hey, this might not help, but do you want to listen to me for a little bit? I want to tell you what happiness is like to me. To me, and maybe it is only me, or maybe it is only to me, I see happiness like a cup of coffee. It makes you feel good, energized, ready to take on the world. But that's not the point I want to make. It's about how many different kinds of coffee there are in the world, and how many different ways of making a cup of coffee. You still with me? Okay, so there are so many kinds of coffee. you know. I'm not even talking about the type of beans and whatnot. You know, there are coffees you can get in a convenience store, in convenient cans, pop it and you're good to go. There are also coffees that are more special, made with more care. The ones made in cafes by cute baristas with their pretty smiles. There are even more special coffees, the one you only find in certain places, in certain circumstances. The one you know you can only taste once in your life, yet you wish you could have it forever. But that's not how life goes, right? There's happiness you know you'll part with, happiness you'll never get to taste again. But that's the thing. You shouldn't cry over a cup of coffee. You're supposed to remember the taste fondly, hoping someday you can have something just like that. Something better, even. You live your life in search of that better taste of coffee. Once you do, you realize that there are thousands and thousands of coffees in this world, with 1,000 ways of brewing them. See? That's how I see happiness. But hey, since you're still here, want an in on a secret? It may take many tries before you get it right. And you might lose many things to achieve it, but in my opinion, the best coffee in the world, the best happiness we can have, is the one we make ourselves. I got goosebumps. That was pretty good, if I say so myself. Part of Los Angeles agency, old enough, yet still seeking the truth and purpose of life. So, okay, stories. Road construction on Lenora Avenue. Trucker fell asleep and crashed near the 4th Avenue. No casualties, but quite the property damage. I'd reckon you want to avoid the area for the moment. Kimono pods. Those are cute. Cute headphones. I wonder how everyone's doing. Does everything happen for a reason or nah? Okay. Ah, here we go. Right in the nick of time. Sounds heavy. Oh. Welcome, you two. It's a relief to see you safe and sound. Hi, Ketchup. Yes, we're also very relieved. It was a little scary last time. We analyzed the events of the evening and found them 31.245% frightening and 68.755% distasteful. Living in such a hurry is not an experience we care to repeat. Hopefully this will be a quieter evening. Yes, that is our wish. Anyhow, greetings are customary in cafes, bars, and restaurants, are they not? Therefore, good evening. Even if in reality it should be good night. Well, we find that very strange. That good evening is a way to say hello, but good night is a way to say goodbye. Is this assuming that you never start an encounter at night? Because that theory would appear to be entirely wrong. For example, this is the second time we meet, Earthchild, and both times have been at night. Our 100% sample does not bear out the aforementioned premise, but, additionally, the very concepts of evening and morning seem only marginally... Amanda? Yes, what is it? I think Ketchup tried to interject a couple times. Forgive me if I'm mistaken, Ketchup. Ah, no, it's alright. I didn't have anything important to say. Truth is, I'm not sure why our greetings have a circadian rhythm. Earthlings are creatures of habit, I suppose. They get attached to certain ways of using language, and often don't question the actual meaning of words. Yes. At least in this particular case, no one's getting hurt. Since we arrived here, I observed that some thoughtless uses of language can have a much more painful effect. Indeed. We see and we agree. And we apologize for interrupting you, Ketchup. Don't worry about it. Communicating without a hive connection is rather challenging. Besides, we have been in a somewhat heightened mental state. We have been finding Earth quite curious, extraordinary even. We are keen to absorb as much information as we can during our visit here. Seems to us our siblings who previously visited Earth came back with findings of a rather superficial nature. We are excited to gather data that will advance the science of Earth studies. In return, our return to the hive will be triumphal. Of course, we do not do such things for the glory, but still, we are looking forward to seeing our work recognized. So are you a scholar, Miss Amanda? Yes, that is a good equivalence of what we are. We specialize in data gathering and analysis of poorly charted territories. That sounds very impressive. Oh, DGAPCT is much less impressive than our siblings' mission. Silver is an explorer and adventurer. He is deserving of respect. In his mission to find a prospective partner is of the utmost importance. Still perspective, huh? No progress on that front, I take it? Well, I wouldn't quite say that. Very intriguing. You're always so professional, Ketchup. You rarely ask direct questions. But I think you're a little curious about the gossip, right? What is gossip? Gossip is information about what goes on in other people's lives. Oh, I see. So it's like data on individual beings then. Yeah, that sounds right. We love gossip. What is wrong with it? Nothing at all, and I would love to listen to yours. But let me at least make you a drink first. We must consider our choice of drink carefully. We suggest our sibling goes first. Are you ready to order, Silver? I have an idea, yes? Can we expect an interesting new recipe? You're a barista yourself now, after all. Barista? How am I... Oh, you mean the cafe. Yes, you mentioned you were opening, didn't you? I am, after a fashion, but I'm not focusing on drink menus just yet. Also intriguing. I promise I'm not just withholding information, Ketchup, but things are a little complicated. Is it alright if we start with the drink? I'll try my best to explain everything afterwards. That sounds good to me. Then I think I'd like something simple tonight. Do you remember the first drink I ordered when I came here years ago? Wasn't a coffee-based drink? It was a coffee drink, and I think you mentioned it was very bitter. Bitter and tart, right? Yes, I think that's right. A bitter and tart coffee drink. What's it gonna be? Coffee. Bitter and tart? Coffee, lemon? Okay. Hi, Thorn. Thank you. Black lemon. Should I give him the ID? Yes, okay. See. I almost trashed it. What is... I got this off the agent last time he was here. This is quite something. Thank you, Ketchup. Truly. You can't know how much it helps, but it really does. Don't mention it. I thought, you know, maybe you'd find a way to put it to good use. I'm sure I can figure something out. You seem to have grown quite creative over the months. I guess I have, somewhat. I'll let you know how this plays out in the end. Thank you again. Here's a black lemon for you, Silver. This definitely looks like what I had in mind. And it tastes interesting. Very minimal, yet strong. Very enjoyable. I think I might prefer sweeter things, but I'm glad I tried this one. You know, I second what Miss Amanda said last time. They feel the same in some ways, yet also very different. I don't know. I do think that everyone keeps changing all the time. Hi, Thorn. Hello. I hope you had a decent Monday. But it is Monday after all. I hope it wasn't too hot today. It was kind of hot today over here, so. Weird. It was like raining 3 weeks ago. Or snowing like 3 weeks ago. Weather's nuts. Maybe we feel like our personalities make sense. Because we see ourselves in hindsight. When the truth is, we make ourselves up as we go along. That is an insightful theory, Silver. You have grown wiser. You used to have a rather youthful and innocent part of the hive. Ah, well, I've had to learn and adapt here. It's been a couple of years after all. But despite all that, and considering what I said about people changing all the time, I don't think I've changed all that much. In fact, it's as if I'm becoming a little more me every day, just revealing myself. Speaking of that, we meant to ask. How did you choose this specific Earthling appearance over another? Our observation is that Earthlings come in a great many varieties, with a near infinity of combinations. It's been raining here? That honestly sounds nice. I wish it was raining today. Did you run a random generation algorithm? Oh, no, it wasn't random at all. Even if at first it wasn't a conscious process. I chose the way I look because it felt true to who I am. When I first started coming to this cafe, I had a hard time understanding this world and its rules. But there were already some things that I could relate to, some things that felt familiar. Like Hyde's eyes, the way that always see beyond the surface. Or Gala's outfit, which is a sign of kindness and trust. I borrowed those traits from them without even realizing. You took inspiration from them? Yes, our species seems to have the ability to do that. But Gala's fashion I couldn't keep after all. It came with responsibilities. People stop me all the time to ask me for medical advice. I can see that would be problematic. Oh yeah, because in the first game, he is wearing a doctor's outfit. If I remember right. Yes, but then I found this fictional universe, where all the stories take place in the stars. So I changed my outfit to imitate theirs. I did think it kind of looked like a Star Trek pin on his chest there. And at some point, it all came together. One morning, I saw myself in the mirror and I felt right. Like the way I looked matched who I was. It made me feel at peace. So although I look different from now when we first met, and although I have learned the ways of this world a bit